right, here we go. Well, Dana, I'm starting these just kind of right when we get online, and like before we even discuss anything, I actually decided a while ago that I wanted to come fresh at these conversations, and so I used to get a list from my team of what you said, and I don't even want to do that. I like to do it fresh. So what I do know is you must have posted something. My team found it, reached out to you, and here we are. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. So tell us like where you reached out to us. Tell us what you said, and let's kind of break it apart between before Gussy's gut and after Gussy's gut. So let's just hear it from straight from your mouth.
So before Gussy's gut, I I took my daughter's dog. I own him now because she's a cop and her hours just didn't work. He was a puppy, and I went completely into a different diet. So I got him off the kibble, went into the freeze dried raw.
Good for
I
you.
I trained with Dr. Billinghurst on the raw feeding.
Oh, good for you.
Yes, and his stools were iffy. They were never consistent. They would go from soft to hard to normal.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. So I heard about Gussy's gut through the monthly meetings with Dr. Billinghurst
Okay.
and you.
Mm-hmm.
So then I ordered it, and that was September of 2024,
Okay.
and it was a game changer. After a few weeks, he was eating the cat's poop, he was eating grass, and then all of a sudden that all stopped and his stools are beautiful.
Great. And you said they were inconsistent. Did that change?
Yes, they're consistent. They're consistently good. And now when they're not consistent, I know something's going on. I also had his microbiome checked, his gut, and
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Good. So, you said that you changed food and then they were inconsistent. And did you find that? So let me tell you what we say is a blanket statement, but blanket statements with regards to anything medical in any way, health, is so variable based on every single dog. You you can never go off blanket statements. But so what we do is we default to the safe blanket statement, which we say it takes 90 days to see a real change. So when people say, can this do this for my dog? Can this product that Gussy's got do this for my dog? We say, look, if it's related to the gut, the answer is yes, it can. And please give it enough time. And that's 90 days. So can you just tell us a little bit about your experience of timing?
So I got him off the kibble when I got him 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was his stools were iffy that whole time. They started to get better. I started using Gussy's when I started using Gussy's gut. The time frame. After a couple weeks, it started to be better. But I've been using it. Like I haven't stopped. It's been
Yeah.
consistent. And honestly, it's been really, really good the past couple of months where
Okay.
they're
Yep.
consistent.
Yep. So did you like was it 90 days? Like you saw it a few weeks, you saw nice benefits, you were encouraged by that. And then would you say like in 3 months is where did they start getting better and better, like the upward trajectory?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he
So
very rarely has loose or diarrhea.
yeah. And by the way, this isn't just exclusive to Gussy's gut. It's part of like every supplement, every vet prescription, every diet change. These things take a good solid 90 days. Some people are lucky, and it sounds like you were one of those people where they start seeing encouragement in like short period of time, a couple weeks. And that from a motivation point of view, from the human point of view, it excites us and it makes us want to keep going. But I would say that most people still need to be focused on 90 days because we see a lot of people at 60 days, they're not, they're saying, well, I get less occurrences of this thing, whether it be diarrhea or something, but it's not really fully working, and they quit. And then they come back, then they email us, and they want to try another product, and we say, look what happened to the 90 days of the other product, and they go back to it and they see the results in 90 days. We do not know why that is. We basically base that on all these veterinarians, also human doctors, because they say, like, if a human doctor tells you you have to go on a gluten-free diet, let's just say it's that. Yes, you can have a miracle in 2 weeks. The truth is, it's going to be minimum 4 weeks to 12 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is 3 months, 90 days. So we always say, think of the time to evaluate as being 90 days. And if you're pleasantly surprised before, wonderful. But if you don't give 90 days, you may have quit too early. So can you give us any other benefits? Do you see any other, behavior changes, anything? And you don't have to make anything up. I just wanted to know, because we haven't talked before. So.
Well, he definitely stopped using the cat litter box as treats. He stopped eating the grass because he would aggressively eat the grass. And I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but he's calmer, much calmer. He used to be a little rambunctious.
Yeah. And, I don't either. But I will say, like, one of my proudest experiences that our customers have is they're fearful, high anxiety, stressed, scared dogs. And they, obviously dogs come from all sorts of backgrounds. We have some really crazy, profound stories of anxiety, anger, all of these things. And Dr. Billinghurst says it's very simple description. It's the gut is tied to there's a gut brain and gut skin axis. And so, skin itching, skin lumps, skin irritation, anxiety, fear, all these things that are gut brain, gut skin, you're seeing the manifestation. This is the story that's playing out inside their gut, but it's rooted based on the gut. And if you take care of the root problem, the other things start to fade away. That's another reason that we say 90 days, is because truly, us humans, we're busy with our lives. We're paying bills, we're working our butts off, or whatever we're doing. And all we see is the manifestation. We see the end result of the dysbiosis, which is a fancy word of saying the gut is not balanced. The gut is not happy. Dysbiosis, D-Y, S, and then B-I-O-S-I-S. I think I did that right in my head. Just Google dysbiosis. It's just an imbalance of the gut. It's a malalignment. For your dog, it's not in their perfect balance. And I want to stress that's very different for your dog, very different from my dog, very different from the viewer's dog. And so anyway, but I really appreciate you sharing this. And what does your daughter think?
She's amazed.
Yeah.
She says, I never could have done this.
Well, yeah, you reinvented your dog's diet, and then you did this other thing, and she's probably like, fermented powder? What are you talking about? Yeah. And you're like,
raw.
well, yeah, right. Well, that's wonderful. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to share this story. And, I hope that you'll send us some pictures of your dog near the kitty litter, but not eating it.
I will.
Great. Well, thanks again. And thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks, Dana.
You're welcome.